Man, what a stat line, bro. 13, 9, and 6. 60% from the field. That's what I'm talking about, man. All right, 11 seconds, and I think that is going to do it. Dribble that one out. The Raptors are back in the win column. Let's get it. Get those W's in chat for the first time in months. The Raptors are winners for today. It is preseason, but we thoroughly enjoyed watching this one. Great performance by our Toronto Raptor boys. And I am excited for this season. Let's start the post-game show. Okay, so in the post-game show, we are going to talk about what we just saw. We're going to break down the statistics that we just saw from the game, who performed well, who didn't perform well, and we're going to look a little bit into the future as well. So, starting with the way we play, we just finished our game against the Philadelphia 76ers. I thoroughly enjoyed the performance that we just had. If we take a look at the overall statistics for the game, the Raptors, lots of very good individual performances. We're going to start with the starters. Barnes was impressive. Like I said earlier, 13 points, 6 assists, 9 rebounds, 6 for 10 from the field, a plus 19 as well. OG, oh my, 21 points, 7 for 12 from the field, 3 for 3 from 3. Is OG about to have an even bigger breakout season? Time will tell. Precious Achiuwa looked good, and noticeably, Precious Achiuwa, a lot of positionless basketball displayed with Precious Achiuwa on the court, because he was playing anywhere on defense, and he was also on occasion the ball handler on offense, something to keep tabs on. Van Vliet, 3 for 11, inefficient. That's not what we like to see. On the bench, I think we gotta say the performer of the night is Justin Champagnie. 7 for 12 from the field, 2 for 5 from 3, 17 points, 10 rebounds, a double-double. Very impressive. And that's a guy I said that we're gonna end up cutting. Not so sure after that one, especially noticing how poor Freddie Gillespie played. He had 7 minutes, 4 personal fouls, 1 for 2 from the field, no rebounds. That's our center, and only the 2 points. He struggled, and after a really bad summer league, I fear for Freddie Gillespie's future with this team. Yuta Watanabe gave us some smiles as well. 10 points, 4 for 7 from the field. So, individually speaking, I was enamored with the performance, one might say. I was very pleased with the way everything went down for the Raptors tonight. The things that I was looking towards seeing were how Scottie Barnes was going to be deployed, and it was really positionless. Lots of different guys on offense were given the workload to play as the ball handler. Even though Scottie Barnes on the team sheet was lined up in the power forward position, he was getting a lot of time as the point guard. And as subs were started to be getting made, Van Vliet wasn't getting the most amount of minutes. Neither was Goran Dragic. Scottie Barnes took a lot of the ball handling duties, and the 6 assists does show a little bit about that. Delano Banton, who I also said would profit from the time in the G League, is making me question it. He only had 6 points tonight, but in the minutes that he played, you can tell that he has talent. I still think we can polish up his game playing in the G League. He was 3 for 6 from the field, 4 assists, 5 rebounds. The best part of his game is the way he glides in transition. He had some great moments today, but the jump shot and maybe too many turnovers. I think he finished with 4 turnovers. Let me just double check. He finished with 5 turnovers. So as good as he was, 4 assists, 5 turnovers. He's talented, no doubt. He's got a good ceiling. Looks like a bit of a steal. Needs some time in the G League to really figure out his game, to polish it up a little bit. And working with Patrick Mutombo with the Raptors 905 is going to do a lot to help that guy's game. So, lots of great things on defense. We were playing a lot of man-to-man. I was interested in seeing some zone defense, but we didn't really get that. So, maybe we're going to see a bit of zone defense in the next game. So, because, with the positionlessness, if that's a word, we could put anybody anywhere on the court sometimes. We were at some big points in the game, right when Philly seemed like they were coming back against the Raptors. We went with a lineup of Malachi Flynn, David Johnson, Scottie Barnes, Isaac Bonga, and Justin Champagnie. So that's 2 point guards, 2 point guard small forward hybrids, point forwards in Barnes and Bonga, and a small forward in Justin Champagnie. So really, there was no actual big on the floor for the Raptors at that point, which is crazy. It is positionless. Like, it's not just a saying for us. It's actually positionless. One thing I am going to show that I am worried about, other than, Freddie Gillespie, is we struggled to guard Andre Drummond, who is, at this point in his career, nothing special. He had 19 points, 6 for 9 from the field, 14 rebounds. We didn't have Kem Birch today, so Preseason was a lot of the defensive duty on Drummond. He ate in the paint. And it didn't really seem like we had anything to combat the way he played in the paint. So that is something I would be a little bit worried about. Do we need a backup center who can play in the paint? I don't think so, because we do want to have this positionless team and positionless game. And in some games, that's going to be fine. But we are playing against, what if Embiid was playing tonight? This is Drummond putting up 19 points. What if Joel Embiid was here? Who would have stopped him? Is Ken Birch going to be better at that than Preseason? I'm not sure. But that is definitely something that we do need to address. Is OG better suited to guarding the bigs? I'm not so sure. Again, that is something that we're going to have to look at. He went to the line 8 times, Drummond. He hit 7 of them, which is, I would say, a little bit unusual. But a little bit of a source for concern is going to be the fact that we allowed so many of those points to paint. And I will say, though, defense as a whole was good. Philly did not shoot the ball particularly well today. I think I'm just going to pull up their 3-point percentage. They shot 23.5% from 3 today. They were 8 for 34. Raptors shot 50% from the field. They were smart. They were calculated. I didn't think it was forced at any points. The start of the fourth quarter, we struggled offensively, but we settled down. We have guys who can score on the inside. We have guys who can score on the outside. We were making big shots from 3, 44% shooting from 3. So all in all, as a team, I was very happy, and I was enamored. With what we saw. Justin Champagnie, talking about the roster now. Can Delano Banton get a roster spot? I really think he's capable of playing in the NBA. I think at this present time, Delano Banton could profit from, like I said, that time in the G League to develop his game, to develop the skills. 5 turnovers to 4 assists. Something to look at. It is just one preseason game, but I still think it would be good for him to get the reps under his belt. Just get those reps. Develop the smarts, right? And as somebody going to see 905 games, I'm going to be really excited to watch him play. Justin Champagnie is one that I'm seriously going to be looking at now. Because if we take a look at what I had for players getting cut from the team, this is what I have for players getting cut from the team this season. Based on what I saw today, Champagnie got a lot of minutes. Bonga did not. Wainwright did not get a lot of minutes. Delano Banton did. I think Champagnie might earn himself a spot on the roster with his play. And I believe he's 20 or 21. He's one of those two. I forget which one. I believe he's 20. And Freddie Gillespie was really bad today. So would I move him down to cut? And what's interesting is, when Boucher is healthy and Kem Birch is available, we have 3 people who play center. But right now, Boucher is out for 4 weeks. He's going to miss the start of the season. Kem Birch should be ready for the start of the season. Would I risk the depth in the center position over injuries and cut Freddie Gillespie and put him in the G League? Or would I rely on depth? I would be pretty upset if I gave up on talent to go for position. Because I think if Champagnie keeps doing what he's doing, he should be the one on the roster. And maybe there's a question if Delano Banton can come in. Or we can do this. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with the players and what they do with the roster. He played amazing today. Absolutely agreed. If he keeps doing that, you can't cut him. You can't cut him. He looked NBA ready. 10 rebounds, efficient shooting. Like, this guy was absolutely great today. And it's just the one preseason game. But it is also off the back of a great summer league as well. Talent over position. And for a team that doesn't have positions, I'm going to have to agree with that. So, great start. It is just preseason. Great start. Let's keep up the good vibes. Let's get into the season with positive emotions. Scottie Barnes brought the amazing vibes to the game today.
You know the vibes.
He was on the court, running the show, or on the bench. Always off his seat, talking to his guys, hyping up his guys. And that is what we want to see with our 4th overall pick. We fall in love more and more with this pick, and the pick looks better every single day. Scottie Barnes has looked fantastic. Let's hope we continue this into the next game. So let's take a look at the schedule for the rest of preseason. If I can find my graphic, here it is. So here it is for the rest of preseason. So next game, we are playing the 76ers again. I don't know if Embiid will be back for that. We'll have to see. We play them on Thursday. And then we get the Celtics on Saturday. We will be live streaming for those, by the way. Twitch.tv/amateur sports if you want to be there for the streams. And Houston Rockets Monday. No stream because I am going to be in attendance for that game. Can't wait.